Hey there guys, it's Evan back for another video, and it's been a little bit since I've done one of these live over-the-shoulder type of Facebook ad trainings, but as you saw by the title of this video, 3 ways that we can target realtors. Let's dive right into it. And the first one that you guys are probably familiar with is just the interest-based targeting. So if we're at the ad set level over here, what a lot of people will do is, they'll select people living in this location, and then for detailed targeting, this is where people try and essentially get their ads to show up for realtors by pretty much just putting in realtor as an interest and seeing what comes up. So realtor.com might come up as one of them, and then if you click suggestions, there's going to be some other ones, Trulia, that kind of thing. Now, if you are going to go down this route, to make it one step a little bit more refined, I would definitely recommend is click this define further option. And we want to target Facebook page admins and then business page admins. Okay. And by including this qualifier, not only did our list size go down, oh, and by the way, good ideas would probably be putting in your location. So just as an example, let's just make up some random address over here. And we'll do... let's see. All right, let's just pretend we're in England. Okay. So I included this realtor interest, and I said, but it must also match, and then I put Facebook page and business page admins. And the reason why I did that is because we want to tell Facebook and give it a good chance of just getting in front of realtors. So most realtors, they probably have a Facebook page, or they're an admin if they have a real estate business. So to up our chances of specifically getting in front of those people, this is just one way that you could do it, but it's not perfect. So I don't really actually recommend this method. Now, the next thing that you guys can do, number 2, is go to realtor.com and specifically search for areas of your serviceable zone that have a lot of property listings. So if you're in a state like mine, Connecticut, and which is relatively small, and let's just say that your cleaning company serves like pretty much all of the state, or at least several counties, sometimes this could be a really good idea to see which spots are booming. And what you can actually do is add qualifiers to kill 2 birds with 1 stone by only searching for listings that have a minimum property value. So if we go to price over here, and let's just say that we only want to search for homes with a minimum of, 600,000, no max, and then we search again. So now we're going to see a lot less listings, but we're going to find these pockets where there's a lot of listings and a lot of listings for a pretty good price. So these tend to be more affluent neighborhoods. And now you might be saying, well, Evan, I already know like which towns and cities in my area are affluent, or which have a good real estate market, which is great. But by being able to pinpoint exactly and know for sure which areas have a lot of listings, this can be very helpful, because now we can zoom in on the map, we can click on one of these properties. Let's just click on this one. We're going to retrieve the address. All right. And now we can copy and paste this address. So I'm just going to delete all of this. Delete these interests. All right, so I deleted the interest, and now what we're going to do is we're going to add this address, paste it in here, and what we can see is we're now getting very refined to a specific area, and now we could go as little as 1 mile of a radius. So in this example, probably 5 miles will make more sense. So now we know exactly where the real estate hotspots are. But by being able to include a specific address, Facebook gives you the flexibility of going as little as 1 mile of a radius, which might be important for you guys, especially if you're in a very densely populated area. Whereas if you just did it by county, I believe the minimum radius that you can go is 10 miles. And again, if you're in a very densely populated area, that might be too much of your market, because then you're going to pick up some areas that don't necessarily have a booming real estate. So to go back to this example, if our radius was too large, we would start picking up people over here, maybe even down here. And again, we want to be as cost efficient about this as possible. So that's the benefit of using Realtor.com and including a specific address. Now, there is one more option that you guys can do, and this is essentially scraping your own list or hiring a freelancer to scrape a list. Now, what do I mean by that? Well, what you can do with these services such as D7 Lead Finder is basically type in what market you're going after and which city you're in, and these softwares will pull data from different services such as Yellow Pages, Yelp, Google My Business, Facebook pages, etc. And it will essentially find these listings from online directories and pull all of the available data for you and spit it out for you in a spreadsheet. So in our example, if we're targeting realtors and we're doing, Houston, Texas, for example. So when we click on Get Leads, this software is going to start working and it's going to scrape a bunch of leads in the city that we're searching for and our vertical, which is realtors. Now, there's another option where you can go to Fiverr.com, type in something like data scraping, all right, and essentially find freelancers who will do this for you. So if I were to find a freelancer, you could look at their rates over here. Web scraping, data mining, extraction, data collection, somewhere in that realm is basically the service that we're looking for. It's pretty much all the same thing. And then, again, you could look for their rates and more importantly, how many ratings they have, how many 5-star reviews is going to probably be your best bet. So if we go for this guy, for example, and you're going to see they often have different packages. So 500 contacts for $10, 5,000 for 40. Premium is 10,000 for 80. And you're basically just going to want to continue with the service, or you can message them first. But these guys will, you pay one time and you're basically going to get a list from them. Whereas if you go with one of these softwares and do it yourself, they might have a free option on D7 Lead Finder. But if I'm not mistaken, the minimum that you can do is like a monthly subscription, and that might be anywhere from $30 to $50. So unless you plan on doing this for on a repeated basis, I would recommend just buying a list from a freelancer. All right. And then once you have that list, what you guys can do is you can come back to Facebook, go over here, and we're going to go to audiences. And to save time, I already have a list scraped. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to upload that audience as a custom audience. All right, so you would go here, create a custom audience, customer list, next, skip this. We don't need a customer value. And then here's where you would upload your file. So once you guys get your list, you're going to click here to upload. All right, and then now it's going to ask you to match as many identifiers as possible. So phone number, it already matched, email already matched, but you're probably going to have to do like first name, whoever the owner is. So you would just type in first name, what city they're in, so you would match city, and then so on and so forth. So if you have like their zip code, their address, just try and match as many of these identifiers as possible. And then once you're done, you're going to click import and create. All right, so now we have our custom audience. And now when we go back into the ads manager to create our campaign, we can actually select this new audience that we just uploaded and only run ads to these people and have a high degree of certainty that we're only going to get in front of our list of realtors or whatever market you decided to scrape. So to do that, we would go into the ad set level, and then over here, when you click on this for custom audience, now we could select that custom audience that we just uploaded, which is over here. And then boom, we are ready to go. All right, guys, so that is the 3 different ways that you guys can target realtors using Facebook ads. Give this a shot. Let me know if you have any questions or if you have any experience doing any of these methods. Drop a comment below and be sure to subscribe if you're not already, because I release more content like this to give you guys tips to really just expand your cleaning business and help you with the marketing and sales aspect. All right, so other than that, thanks so much for watching. We'll talk soon.